Hey, let's do a community action plan. A community action plan, or CAP for short, is a community-led roadmap for positive change. It helps communities identify what needs to be done, how they can make it happen, and who they'll need to do it. It is also a participatory process which can help to build skills and capacity within communities. It starts with a few people who want to make a difference to their place. They can reach out to an active community body, such as their local community council, community association, or development trust. But the community action plan process can be driven forward by a group of community members with a shared vision. Aberdeenshire Council can provide some funding to facilitate the CAP process to ensure that it's fair, inclusive, robust, community-led, consistent, has integrity, and can stand up to scrutiny. We ensure this happens by working with an independent facilitator through a consultancy experienced in developing CAPs, or your local rural partnership. So what's the process? Phase 1 would be a meeting with a steering group to get an understanding of the CAP process and what would be involved. It is also the chance to discuss potential areas of interest to the community and groups who may wish to be involved, as often there are people who are able to help even though they haven't joined the steering group. How to go about consulting the community to find out what matters to them is the next step. Phase 2 offers the community the chance to have their say, normally through a questionnaire online or on paper, and sometimes through focus groups. Phase 3, after the results of the survey come in, it's time to identify and agree key themes. Phase 4. Check in with the community that the themes which emerged are what matters to them, usually at a validation event. Phase 5. Develop a list of what are described as SMART actions. A community action plan usually has a life of 3 to 5 years. So the actions need to be realistically achievable within that time frame. This doesn't mean you cannot think big and long-term, but consider the shorter-term steps. So, for example, your community would like to improve the local path network. Perhaps the first step would be to encourage interested parties to form a paths group, and that would be an action for the CAP. An established group could then tackle some of the points raised during the CAP process. Phase 6. A community action plan is community-led, but some actions will need help and support from other stakeholders to deliver, such as different departments from the local authority and other public bodies. For example, if road safety is a concern, Police Scotland and the road safety team. Other stakeholders could include landowners, local groups, the community council, and local businesses. It will depend on the what, how, and who are identified through the list of SMART actions. So the next step is to meet with relevant stakeholders to secure their commitment and support where they can. Phase 7. Gathering all the data and information from the process with some history and development of your place, we can create the CAP document, which is in a recognized format to ensure that it informs plans which are developed by Aberdeenshire Council. Armed with a roadmap for positive change, the community can take steps to make change happen. The CAP document provides strong evidence when applying for funding for projects, and it will help inform local authorities when looking at things like developer obligation spend. But now is when the real work begins.